Life in Louisiana changed overnight a year ago tomorrow. That's when the first patient in the state tested positive for the coronavirus. Today, Paul Murphy spoke to one of the doctors who treated that first COVID patient at the Veterans Affairs Hospital in New Orleans.
March 9th, 2020 marked the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic in Louisiana. That's when a patient being treated for pneumonia at the VA hospital in downtown New Orleans tested positive for the virus.
A year ago, I don't think I would have said in 1 year, this is where we're going to be at. I think we're at like a startlingly much better place than I would have expected.
Dr. Martin-Klinger called that first COVID case in the state the canary in the coal mine. She was part of the team that treated the patient, a veteran from Jefferson Parish.
That first case was the case that allowed Louisiana to know, okay, it's here. We have to get ready. We have to think about it in all of our patients.
And the numbers grew quickly here at the VA hospital in New Orleans. 65 patients tested positive for the coronavirus within 2 weeks of that first diagnosis. And at the time, that was some of the highest case counts throughout the VA system and the nation.
Being in the beginning of the pandemic at a time when we knew so little about it because it was a very new virus, and so not having a lot of the national guidance and not having a lot of the guidelines that we're used to, it's very stressful.
The hospital has since treated close to 1,500 COVID patients. Along the way, the VA has been on the cutting edge of innovation and the science of treating the virus. The medical center is now focused on prevention, getting the veteran population vaccinated. Army veteran Charlie Anders got his shot this morning.
All I got is good stuff to say about these folks, man. They take care of business. They're really good at what they do, and they've got it all down to a science.
A year after that first coronavirus case, Dr. Martin-Klinger is hopeful for the future.
A year ago, I don't think I would have said in 1 year, this is where we're going to be at. I think we're at like a startlingly much better place than I would have expected.
The VA is now planning to recognize its frontline healthcare workers and hold a memorial for patients who died from the coronavirus later this month. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
Well, the VA hospital has now given out close to 40,000 vaccine shots and counting.